Mathematics has 11 rules. The first rule is every question is a BEDMAS question. This is probably the most important rule. The second rule is you use improper fractions to multiply, subtract, and divide, which is really just multiplication anyway. You might as well use it for addition as well. Improper fractions are much more powerful than mixed fractions. Convert your mixed fractions to impropers. The third rule, our fractions are clunky and give me stress. Get rid of fractions. Fractions can be difficult to work with. Keep multiplying the whole equation by each of the denominators until the fraction disappears. So in this example, I'm showing what happens. I'm going to multiply everything, the answer as well, by 3. And what happens is now I have a denominator of 18 left over. I multiply everything by 18, even the answer. What happens is now all my fractions are gone. The fourth rule is there is a formal definition for division by 0. And it's called undefined, and sometimes it's called a singularity. If you watch science fiction, a singularity is simply a black hole, and therefore division by 0 is hilarious and impossible. The fifth rule is be careful when using a calculator. Taking the square root of a negative number causes a problem in the calculator and leads to imaginary operations. These you want to stay away from. You must know the difference between squaring a number and the square root of a number. Rule number 6. Life is all about maintaining balance. And since math is part of life, it also needs to be balanced. Therefore, we do the same thing to both sides of the equal sign. So if you add on one side, you add on the other side. The seventh rule, the sheet says it perfectly. When solving an equation, a variable, these must be true. The variable must be on the top, the variable must be alone, the variable must be positive. Whether the variable is on the left or the right, I don't care, so long as the first 3 things are true. The 8th rule requires you to be very careful when you have an equation. When a number crosses over the equal sign, the operation of the number changes to the opposite operation. The sign may stay the same. The operation changes to its opposite. Add becomes subtract, subtract becomes add, multiply becomes divide, divide becomes multiply. Crossing the equal sign changes the operation, but I'm going to say it again, not the sign. Rule number 9. Adding and subtracting has the most number of rules. You can only subtract and add like terms. Collecting like terms is a vital skill, and it has to be done. Rule number 10. You will start to see that multiplication and division are the same thing. And although it has methods that don't have exceptions, you can always multiply and divide. The terms can be different. And finally, Rule 11. It's so important, I'm going to say it twice. Every question, every step uses BEDMAS. Never forget this.